My name's Scott Tew. I'm an MAI. I'm in Orlando, Florida. I work for a company called Valtrust. We provide commercial appraisal services in Florida and across the Southeast. We've also got offices in Tampa and Jacksonville. I'd like to hope that our clients who are familiar with our work product expect high quality, high service, and a lot of thought going into the appraisal, an appraisal that's reliable, well supported. I believe our clients have come to expect that there's a certain amount of integrity and ethics that go into our work. We just have an amazing team, from the appraisal staff to the administrative staff, which is top notch, and to the leadership team. I've had a real good look at the evolution of technology in the appraisal industry. I started doing this, I guess it was 35 years ago, and just the technological changes from when I started to today are massive. The appraisal industry doesn't really realize it, but it's just as exposed to technology as any other industry, and more so. I mean, the technology is getting better and better, and if you don't equip yourself to use the better technologies in the market, you will find yourself falling behind very quickly. For over a decade, we've really been, eyes forward, looking for the greatest and best templates and technology in the market, and have learned a lot. We've tried multiple different products, and once you find the one that's right for you, it can really be a game changer in terms of your business, the success of your personnel, the quality of your appraisals, and beyond. When we looked at Valcre, it had been about 3 or 4 years since I had looked at the product, but when we took another look here recently, I could see that it was highly developed compared to any other products that are available in the marketplace that I had seen, at least in my opinion. And seeing where it was in the development process was really encouraging to me. Sometimes you'll see different software packages that are kind of a little bit more of a work in progress than a finished product. And it was really exciting to me to see that Valcre was really a finished product in so many ways, and had even taken it beyond anything that I had seen any of the other software vendors offer. There's things that incorporate, cash flows directly into the report writing software that saves us a lot of time. I had not seen as robust a build out from any other vendor that offered a similar ability to pull in Argus or Rockport Val at a high level and move quickly. Also, from the outside looking in, when we were talking to Valcre and some of the other third-party software providers, it became clear pretty quickly that Valcre was very organized in terms of the platform. They had a detailed library of videos that they could show us. They had a library of templates that they could let us look at. And they had a number of people that could answer highly detailed questions. So just in the fact-finding process, we probably dealt with a half a dozen people at Valcre, and I was impressed at the bandwidth of the staffing in the organization. And it occurred to me, it's not 2 or 3 people trying to spin all the plates. They've got a complete team here with each person having their lane and their role. And, I've worked at other organizations where we didn't have that, and that can really slow things down. The reason that it was attractive to go third party as opposed to trying to build our own was we have in the past maintained our own report writing software. It was pretty robust for a private organization, but what I found was we spent a tremendous amount of time every month. Particularly, I spent a tremendous amount of time every month trying to stay on top of what do we need to update with the software. And I found that I was spending what I thought was way too much time trying to manage the software and keep it up and functional and operating at a high level for my staff. And I wasn't spending any time running my business, marketing, and doing my day-to-day on the appraisal side. And that was 5, 10 years ago when things were a little different. The game keeps changing. We've got a lot of security concerns that are getting pushed onto appraisers now. I don't think that we could actually create a software internally as a private, independent organization. I guess we could create one that would meet the security objectives of our clients, but it would probably be very difficult, very expensive, and very time consuming. Whereas one of the things that impressed me with Valcre right out of the gate was, I know they already had their SOC 1 compliance, which isn't easy to get. And I've had enough exposure running my own software and working with large organizations to know that, the fact that Valcre is that far ahead of the game on SOC compliance shows a true commitment to security on their part, but also just a really strong technological know-how. So I've really probably, in short, come to the mindset that let's leave the software development for the software developers, and let's leave the appraisal for the appraisers. The situation was that we really had to move off of the report writing platform that we were on. About a month before that transition had to happen, we started availing ourselves of many educational resources that Valcre offers, watching videos. We started having, you guys have some open hour sessions once a week, and we started joining those. Our whole team would join and kind of start getting a preview of what we were going to see. I knew I had a really strong team that was good at picking up on technology, quick learners. I knew that Valcre was well organized and had a great layout, but you can have all those things and still run into some serious issues. It's just too easy for things to go wrong. But things didn't go wrong. I would say over that first week or two, there was multiple training sessions that we had with the Valcre folks. And, Valcre just did an amazing job of putting people and resources in front of us every time I asked. It was immediately met with, a high quality response to get us the training and or resources that we need. And as a result, our team now, we're 2 months later, I would say by the end of the first month, and I don't know if this would be typical, but I would say by the end of the first 30 days, my stronger tech users were becoming fairly comfortable with the product, from what I understand. And my middle tech users were still struggling a little bit. Now we're at the end of 2 months. My stronger tech users are, at the 90+% confidence interval. Their confidence level is way up, and their ability to use the product is great. And even the intermediate users are probably up around the 75% comfort ratio or above. So we've really, because Valcre has such an organized platform in terms of all the training, and then the multiple additional training points to be able to access, and even some live training. When you're in your first couple sessions, you get several live training meetings. And with all that, Valcre really provided us what we needed to launch on the platform quickly and efficiently with a minimum of downtime. To have that kind of high quality uptake of the software in a 60-day period, I think it says a lot about the quality of the platform that Valcre has created. I think that the Valcre product clearly has a lot of fingerprints and DNA from some appraisal experts, but you guys also have a host of technology experts. And the product is well developed from an appraisal standpoint. It's exceptional in terms of the look and feel of the product, the fonts, the colors. For those that don't know, if you have 2 or 3 color hex code colors that you use for your organization, like for instance, my Valtrust logo has 3 colors there. Well, you enter those hex code colors into the Valcre template, and it'll rebrand the whole template using your color scheme. That's a pretty cool feature. That really helps the product pop and look good and looks consistent with my brand and my product. So I think that's fantastic. And yeah, I mean, in terms of the appraisal functionality and appraisal theory being executed well in the Excel and Word templates, yes, it is well executed. And I think Valcre's just been there every step of the way. They do a great job on the customer service. I'll say I really like each person that I've dealt with. You know, you have basically an onboarding person that's dedicated to you, and that's really their job, is to make sure that you're happy and you're getting what you need. And that's what they're there for. That's their role every day. So if I needed something on a Tuesday at 2:00, I'd email, and 3:00, I'd get an email back and say, here's what we're going to do to help you with this. And, you know, if I emailed 3 times that day, I got 3 emails back. If I didn't email for 2 days, you know, they might email me and say, hey, what can we help you with? What else do you need? So I really have nothing but exemplary things to say about the Valcre organization and the way they've treated us and our team during this onboarding.